Okay, so it's reconnected. Okay, so it told me like maybe a minute or two ago that it disconnected. It said it was reconnecting, and now it says that it's successfully reconnected. I think I had mentioned that like I might have just been looking for gold. That's why I'm finding so much iron. I don't like that. I don't know what you're talking about. What for thinking? That was all luck right there. Alright, let me get back to where I was and then start an actual mine. Still seasoning the meat. Oh, and wrong one. So there's this there's this game mode in Rocket League, and I was playing with a friend, and he mentioned like that was a dirty plunger, and we just sat there and laughed about it for a good like 5 minutes, and then he started making it even weirder, and I was just like, no. He's like, yeah, you need a punching bag just to get that dirty plunger under control. It's like, wow. He's like, it sounds really dirty, and I was like, it does. It's just that weirdest things make you person that will sit there and review my conversations to make sure I didn't do anything stupid. And if I do think I did something stupid, I'm gonna sit there and apologize. But I think it was me calling. Like, I was like, that was dirty. Cause like someone, they stole my shot. I had hit it with a, you know, boxing glove, you know, little spring thing. If you've ever played Rocket League Rumble, there's this like, these little toys they give you, and you are this little toy, but still, you're this little car, RC car and everything, and you're able to play with these other like toys like Mario Kart, but not like Mario Kart. It's like you're not racing, you're trying to play soccer with these RC cars, and it's like there is a harpoon where you fly across the room towards the ball, and you're pretty much like flung in the direction of the ball, and then once you actually hit the ball with the harpoon, because it's like it stretches out, and then you're sorry, okay, trained. So now it's saying that it's live. Okay. But anyways, there's this they got the harpoon, the plunger, spikies. The ball will stick to you with the spikes. They have this magnetized laser thing, which is pretty nifty. Trying to think of what are the other ones. A punching bag. It's like a weird kind of Jack-in-the-Box thing, but it's like a punching bag that just goes and hits the ball. Oh, and then they have this boot that does the same thing as the punching bag, but instead of hitting the ball, you hit a non-teammated player. Oh, flip. I went too far down. Whoops. But anyways, the player in question had done me dirty and stole my shot, because it was like this close to the goal. I mean, it was already going into the goal, and then they used the plunger and pulled it in the rest of the way. It was already in the goal. It was already, you know, going to be counted as my win, but I got an assist for it. And I was like, oh, that's dirty. And then he said something about it being a dirty plunger, and I was like, oh, that sounds nasty. And he started laughing, and I started laughing, and then, like, for like 5 minutes he was being juvenile and talking about dirty plungers, and then how you needed a punching bag to stop those dirty plungers. And I was like, no, they stole the shot with a dirty plunger. And then, like, we just sat there and giggled about it for a little bit. But yeah. Oh yeah, there's this other thing where it is kind of really like Mario Kart. You know how like you get a star in Mario Kart and you're like an indestructible? Well, there's like this this type of like fist, glowy fist like thing, that if you end up getting it, then you can like explode everyone who touches you. Well, opposite team members. But it's pretty nifty. I'm not really worried about, what are those flippin' things called? Those boo-like creatures from the nether popping up in here, so I'm not doing the weird grid that I was doing in the nether. Trying to think of some other things to talk about. I have a really boring life, honestly. I would ask for excitement, but the excitement I'd probably get would not be what I'd be expecting or wanting. You know what I mean? Honestly, I'd be excited with like a date to like ice cream or something. That'd be it. Dude, be like, flip, yeah, ice cream. I don't know, it's been like quite a few months since the divorce. I think I'm ready to date. I don't know. You know how like you're supposed to have like a grace period where, you know, you get over things and you work on yourself and everything? I got new clothes. Yeah. I painted. I have a bed. An apartment. No longer living in a tent, so I mean, I worked on myself a little. just a little. Oh, I might have an interview coming up here shortly, so that's cool. I've been filling out applications like there's no tomorrow. let's just eat. I was eating, working, and then sleeping. That was working for me. I'm not trying to spread gossip and stuff. I'm really not. Okay, I'm gonna level with you. So, there were some really hostile females where I worked, and it wasn't enough that I didn't talk to anybody. I was polite, but I wasn't like talking to anyone. You know what I mean? And I heard them gossiping about all kinds of horrible things. And I bit my lip, and I didn't, it wasn't my place to sit there and talk to somebody about a conversation that I overheard them saying about them, you know, about someone else, like, sitting there bad-mouthing them. Well, I heard a lot of these awful things that they kept saying about these nice people that I was working with, and I didn't see that kind of thing in them at all, and they tried to get me in on some of this awful stuff that they were saying, and I was like, no, they've been nothing but kind to me, so I don't know what you're talking about. And obviously they didn't really like that, so they started some trouble for me, and yeah, since they had been there so long, I'm sure that's probably happened to other people who've worked there that they didn't like. They sat there and spread rumors about them, and then, you know, the owner believed them over me, and because I'd only been there for so long, and wouldn't even let me sit there and speak my piece about it. So that was fun. I was hurt by it, like, a lot. Like, dude, what did I do to deserve this kind of moment? It's like, flip. It's like, that sucks. Like, really sucks. I was like, wow, people really aren't nice. Like, they're not happy unless they're effing someone over in some ways. It's like, wow. Oh, dude, but the things that they were saying was so horrible. I was like, dude. It's like one of those things like, yeah, you kiss your mama with that mouth kind of thing. Yeah. But anyways. So, I'm currently filling out applications and hoping for the best. I can afford a few months without sweating too much, you know, the bills and whatnot, but oh damn, I wrecked it. Frick. But it is worrisome. Like, I even went out of my way to ask if I had done anything to offend these people to some of the other ones, and then they thought I was trying to start trouble. And I was like, well, no, I was like trying to figure out what the hell I did to this person for them to be so hostile towards me. But whatever. And the funny thing is, when I explained a little bit of this to some of the servers that I was working with, they were like, wait, what? It's like, we didn't hear anything about that. Like, and I was like, well, apparently I was bad-mouthing the owner probably should have checked with the people who had been claiming, you know, actually asked around, you know, done some due diligence instead of, you know, taking one person's word over another. I mean, but you know, hey, it's not my place. So that thoroughly bothered me. For obvious reasons, I mean. Oh, no, I'm supposed to go this way. That is just so dangerous. Let me just... There, now I don't feel like I'm gonna fall. Ah, joking. So... That's why I had that there. Frick. Well, the thing about gossiping is even if you overhear what somebody says about somebody, it's not always a good idea to sit there and tell somebody about it. Because not only are you going to be hurting that person, because not only will they probably think they're the bee's knees when it comes to these people, but for them to sit there and hear negativity from somebody who's just trying to let them know that certain people don't like them, you know, it's a touchy thing. It's a real touchy thing. Because not only are you going to bring them down for like the rest of the day, like your work day, because they found out that so-and-so doesn't like them and whatnot, and then they're talking bad about them. But it's just, you know, do you really want to spread that kind of negativity? It's like, I mean, if they ask, if anyone asks, if somebody says something bad about them, I'll either say yes or no, because I'm not gonna sit there and lie to a friend. I'm not gonna go out of my way just to hurt them, even by accident. Do you hear that? I think we might be next to some mites. You know those like cave mice that jump out of the stone? Sorry. Has it always been that sound? Everything sounds like those little mites now. I'm just... It's gonna be okay. That time it didn't make me jump. The first thing I did when I got here, like, I noticed how close I was to the library, and I totally got a library card. I was like, how much do I have to pay? And they're like, well, where do you live? And I was like, right up the street. And they're like, oh, it's free then. Like, can you prove it? And I was like, that was an ID. I gave them my lease. Like, I was holding it. I actually had to go up there to, fax my lease to, certain agencies so that I could get certain things, but, yeah, hey. Oops. Still don't want Enderman down here. They don't need to know what I'm doing underground. I always think I look at them. Not looking at them. I mean, their eyes are pretty, but I'm not looking at them. they'll give us like black sand that like lights either like a neon green or like a vivid purple. Be nifty. Should give us like sand that will go all the different rainbows of fire. That'd be epic. I'd make the craziest sand castle ever. And it would be a castle. I want the dirt before it despawns. Oh, I didn't even see that there. Two patches of iron. They're trying to spoil me. It won't work, I'll just be happy. Yeah, I still play this mobile app called Beat Heroes Quest. It's like something you can download for your what's that called? Tablets, notebook, whatnot. And or your mobile device, you know. What's that called? A cell phone. And I don't know if you can download it on PS Vista or whatever. I don't know. Not familiar with that device. But you can download it and play like it's like an RPG kind of thing. Oh. Okay. Well, it's this little cute game, and I was just thinking that games are meant to be played for relaxing enjoyment or exciting, you know, or to scare yourself crapless, because, you know, there's some horror games out there that are pretty fun like that. But when you get down to it, it's meant to bring joy to you, not frustration and hate and whatnot. I've recently had somebody who is taking a break from Bit Heroes because they were having a conversation with somebody and then they disagreed with them, and from what I was told, it turned out to be like a huge thing, and now they're getting like all these death threats and stuff. I was like, wow, really? That's horrible. I was like, they're just filling them up with anxiety. I was like, dude, games are meant to be enjoyed, not anxious, and like, it's not supposed to be a second job. You know what I mean? Oh, I finally have enough to get one of those. I was playing ESO. Excuse me. I was playing ESO. It was fun. Elder Scrolls Online. It was fun until like these people kept harassing me to make more things and take more of my time up, and I was like, what do you? It's like, what do you want from me? I was like, dude. I was like, no, Tuesdays and I think it was Sundays. Yeah, Tuesdays and Sundays are mine. I was like, this is when I farm for the events. I mean, like, what do you want? I was like, do you not want stuff to be there for the events? I was like, it's only 2 days. It's like having, you know, a day off for me. Like, because I was gaming hardcore back then. And, it ended up starting to be like a job, because, like, I was like, I don't need this extra crap. And the people who were harassing me about, that sounds creepy, but the people who were harassing me about, taking more of my time, didn't actually play any of these other, events with us. I was like, that was even the point. And I had mentioned it, because they were like spouting all through the guild, and I should spend more time with the guildmates and everything, and I was like, dude, I was like, you have me all week other than like flipping Tuesdays and Sundays. Like, what is wrong with you? And they're like, oh, well, we need stuff for when we're on too, and it's like, what are you talking about? I was like, you're always on. And we invite you to all of the, like, everything. And you're just like, no, I don't want to. And then you wait till the event's over and then sit there and complain that you wanted to join. I was like, no. It was like internet trolls, I swear. I had this one couple who sat there and would wait till we got a full party for a trial. You know how hard that is? Do you know how hard it is to get a trial party? Like a whole flippin', I think it's like 15 people, 15 to 18 people are willing to listen to directions and actually know the schematics of the game to the point where they can play this trial. They would wait till there was like no spots left and then sit there and say, you know, just cause trouble. And then we had some really sweet people in the guild, and they'd sit there and they'd back out of the party just to make room for this couple. And I was like, no, you don't have to do that. I was like, they knew. I mean, I messaged them personally like a few times, and they were like, oh, no, we don't want to play today. And I was like, okay, whatever. And they get on, they were like, oh, you promised us a spot. And I was like, what? Excuse me? I was like, do I need to send this message? Like this, like, do I need to like invite people into this partied message so that they can see what the conversation was like? It's like, dude. And then we had people stealing from the guild too. I was like, what? I was like, we give you everything. It's like we make the potions, we make food. It was like we were making free potions for people at their tier. Like free, like health potions, mana potions, like the mana is the magic, stamina. We call it stam, but yeah, we give them all that, and then like the highest tier kind of food, and if they wanted to like help craft recipes for the guild, we give them like free recipes. It's like they wanted to learn you know, alchemy and stuff, we'd help them with that too. We give them mats so that they could be more OP in the alchemy. But there was this one chick who was continuously stealing food and then claiming that she was giving it to the guildmates, and I was double checked, you know, because the same people she said who needed them had asked me personally if I could craft them some. And I was like, no, this person said that they gave you some just yesterday. I was like, no. And I was like, okay. I was like, so they even sent me like flipping screenshots of their inventory, like live. And I was like, wow. I was like, okay, alright, sure. Turns out she was selling the food and the potions that we were giving her, because we were giving her extra because she said that she was handing them out. She would sell them so that she didn't have to play the game to play in the events. It's like, I was like, dude. Because I had questioned her, I was like, how the hell are you getting all this money? She's like, what? And I was like, you have all this money for the events, but you're never on. I was like, it takes me a good while to actually get the money to even put down for an event. And, cause there'd be like, cause the events were paying for the guild trader when we could outbid someone. Oh, and then you had those spies for like the guild trader too. They'd sit there and they'd have plants in your guild so that whenever you would put a bid on a guild trader, they'd outbid you by like 10 coins or whatever. It was crazy. It's crazy stupid. I was like, why would people waste their time just to sit there in somebody else's guild, to just sit there and like undercut them like that? So dirty. I was like, that's really skeevy. We should probably check to see how much we have. Oh, is it getting to be nighttime? Like, no. It's like what really did it for me for that game. They nerfed all characters except for the warden. I was like, no. I was like, that is the cheapest, ugliest, dirtiest flippin' money grab I ever did see. It was all over the news too. So many people quit. So many. Let's see how much we can do. Wait, I did check to see if there was any. I did not. Okay. I think it was faster rolling this way. I'm considering like bringing a drink over here, but then I don't want to because all the electronics. I know I can be super careful, but there's always that room for accident. Like, that's interesting. Wait a minute. Oh, that's so dirty. I don't like glitches like that. That sucked. Continue mining. Dude, see that? Did you see that? Give me the cap, thank you. It's another one, but it's nighttime, and let's just see. Oh, tell me it fell down that. I'm just making sure I'm not missing out on a free little helm thing. They went for a swim too? Is that it? That looks like it. Okay, you stay right there. I'm gonna go get 10 of those things for you. Frack, where did it go? I told it to stay there. Is that it? That's it? Eat the lettuce. You can have the extra too. Make sure there's no more. Oh, hey, what's up? What you got going on? Can I talk to you? Nothing on here. Holy. You may not like this. Anyways. Alright. Back to digging. Still digesting dinner. Sorry, I was just thinking about a movie I watched recently. Okay, so there was this, I mean, Halloween just was here and everything, so there's this movie called Baby Oopsie. It's a spin-off of Demonic Toys. One of the characters in Demonic Toys from Dark Castle Productions or whatnot, and they did other movies.